Today, I'm headed to Cudi Dağı, also called Mount Judi. It's a mountain in southeastern Turkey on the Iraq and Syrian borders. For millennia, it was considered the landing site of Noah's Ark in this region. There are numerous sites that claim to be the landing site. There is no clear scholarly consensus in the location of the actual landing site. Until the site is excavated and there are relevant finds, none get the trophy. The good news is that while many have different opinions regarding the landing site of the Ark, everyone's pretty much friends. So if none really have the required evidence, why am I visiting Cudi Dağı? My goal is to visit all the proposed landing sites. To date, I've only visited 3 in modern Turkey. There are also locations in Iran and Iraq. In Turkey, Cudi Dağı is among the oldest traditions. It was identified as the traditional landing site for millennia by Jews, Christians, and Muslims. Over centuries, travelers have referenced visible remnants here, ruins of churches, mosques, monasteries, shrines. Gertrude, Queen of the Desert, who had significant influence in the creation of modern Iraq, visited Cudi Dağı in 1909 and documented those same ruins in Amurath to Amurath. In 2013, Sirnak University also held symposium expeditions and documented ruins there. Assyrian records mention King Sennacherib retrieving wood from the Ark from Cudi Dağı. Josephus stated Berosus noted the landing site was within the mountains of Ararat. The Urartu kingdom is the word from which Ararat derives. The kingdom existed for a short period in history and long after the date most think the Ark landed, but it served as a reference point for those with knowledge of the location of the landing site. Some argue that at one point the boundaries of the Urartu kingdom extended toward the Tigris River and into modern Iraq's boundaries where Cudi Dağı lies. Berosus was a Chaldean priest from Babylon. Over 1,000 kilometers from the volcano that is today known as Mount Ararat. Berosus' writings linked cuneiform archives and Mesopotamian flood myths to biblical accounts. It's also close to Urfa, where Abraham may have been born, and Haran, where Abraham definitely lived. It is at a low elevation and is very close to post-flood human settlements in ancient Mesopotamia. The geography makes sense. And so here I am, in September of 2024, attempting to visit the site during the same month many other pilgrims over centuries gathered to commemorate the landing site of the Ark. So this is where the paved roads end, and we're going off onto this thing. I don't know if I trust that with my car. I might need something a little bit more powerful. And since I'm on my own out here and I don't really know how safe this is, I just don't. I think I might turn around. I don't know. What do you think with these tires? What do you think? I called a friend in northeastern Turkey for his thoughts on whether I should continue. He's an explorer too and said that he would not keep going. My rental wouldn't likely make it. I would likely lose internet reception. And the US State Department notes this area should be avoided. There is known terrorist activity here, given its location, and it hasn't been excavated because of that. What about some of the other proposed landing sites I visited? One is modern Mount Ararat in northeastern Turkey. That site only became known as the landing site during the Middle Ages. It's also a stratovolcano that last erupted in the 19th century. It wouldn't have been in its current form at the time of Noah. Christians during the Middle Ages misunderstood the mountains of Ararat to be a specific peak and associated it with the tallest peak in the Urartu kingdom and then named it Ararat. Another site that has gained a lot of media attention and is about 39 kilometers from the stratovolcano known as Mount Ararat is called the Durupinar site. If you do a Google search or AI search for Cudi Dağı, footage will often be posted of Durupinar site, which is about 500 kilometers north of Cudi Dağı. They're not the same, so there's a lot of confusion out there. The Durupinar site is a formation that has the shape of a boat that was sighted and photographed by a pilot named Durupinar and was published in Life magazine in the 1960s. A nurse named Ron Wyatt saw the article, visited the site, and became very active in promoting that site as the landing site of Noah's Ark. There is current research being done there, but no excavations have occurred to date.